So today's game of bingo is going to be a little bit different because half of you have got cards and half of you have got a number from a card. When I asked the lad to give you all one, I meant a card, of course, but what he's gone and done is given you all one number. Well, at least he's put a smile on your face. If you want something doing, do it yourself. Here we go, two fat ladies, 88.
Where's she been? Doesn't she know you're not allowed to say that anymore?
Hey, did you see that lady that came into the centre to talk about healthy eating?
Oh, I wasn't there. I heard about it though. She was giving out fruit and veg, wasn't she?
That's right. Had to do a survey with her first.
No such thing as a free lunch.
And she was asking me about my diet, whether it was healthy and all that.
She was asking me if I had any issues with my weight.
Oh, did you tell her you were too short for your weight, just like me?
Take no notice, girls. Nothing wrong with the full figure.
Behave, Arthur. I told her that I only have a problem with my weight when I stay in hotels and I have to get out of bed in front of a full-length mirror and see myself standing there in all my roles. It's then that I think that maybe I should do a bit of exercise.
Well, isn't she supposed to be getting that class in? What are they called? Healthiness. You know, who do the exercises for the over 50s.
Yeah, apparently the woman who runs it's clinically trained. So if you've got any ailments, she can look out for you. You going to
Jump and jive, 35.
go?
I'll try my best, but these days I can hardly...
Buckle my shoe, 32.
Exactly that.
Thee and me, 23.
Aye, aye, girls.
Behave yourself, you silly sod. What's up with him?
I know, what's he like?
Down on your knees, 43.
Ooh. It's getting up after it, that's the hard bit.
Rise and shine, number 9. Turn the screw, 62.
I eat healthy. I don't eat any junk food at all. I don't buy it, so I don't eat it.
That's way cheaper too.
I eat fish and meat. Not too much red meat because it's bad for the cholesterol. Doctor told me you should never eat a piece of meat that's bigger than the size of your hand. It's a shame because I love Welsh lamb.
It's not bad for me because I've got quite a big hand. Ooh.
Why is it always the things that you love that the doctor says you can't eat, eh? I do eat lots of veg, mainly carrots and broccoli and cauliflower. Can't have green leaf veg because I'm on warfaring. I like butternut squash, but it's hard work, isn't it?
Maybe it's easier, girls, after a few of them exercise classes. What you have to do with butternut squash is put them in the microwave, put holes in them first, and let the steam escape. Nuke it for 5 minutes, and the skin will be soft enough to go through.
Not just a pretty face, Arthur. You get enough veg?
Oh yes, I eat greens, but some of them give me wind. You know what it's like. I try to avoid the cabbage and the peas.
Oh yes, I don't like greens, they give me wind.
Unlucky for some, 13.
We used to have those cookery classes here. Do you remember, Jean? I still make the soups. I like the ones with the lentils and the barley.
Oh, they were good, those classes. I enjoyed them. The health woman's coming in again to do a couple of classes, isn't she?
Yeah, but not cooking. Drama therapy, she said.
Drama, what? There's no such thing as that.
We're going to write a play, apparently. When Jane said in her survey, I'm not a cake person, I'm not a biscuit person, I'm not a chocolate person, I'm not pie or sausage rolly, I don't like pastry, the drama woman got quite excited. She told Jane she was going to be great.
Man alive, number 5.
It's half 12.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'll have to go. I'm leaving now. Okay.
Come round here, you're hurting me neck.
I did Slimming World for years and the healthy eating. But when you get older, it's not so easy to get back to all these groups, is it? I told her that because I've not been well, I might take the easy option in the kitchen and have something like coated fish. With batter, she pipes up like it might be some big problem. No, I said, can with breadcrumbs.
Is that better for you?
I don't really know.
I've done swimming wheel too. I lost a bit of weight then I put it all back on again. You get stuck in a rut and go back to your old ways. Don't know why. We all know what we should eat and what we shouldn't, but you don't stick to it. I begrudge paying money for someone to weigh me and tell me what I already know. That said though, it did help a bit.
My sister-in-law lost loads of weight. It solved the problem with her knees, but she still won't get in the swimming pool because of her saggy bits.
Droopy drawers, 44.
And then I got on to talking about sweets. If I have one sweet, I'll eat them all. If I have a cake in, I'll eat the whole thing. She asked what sweets I like, and then I was off. Told her everything. I like any sweets, all sweets, loads of sweets. Always got some in my bag. Do you want one?
I love toffee fifis, but I don't eat the nut in the middle because of my irritable bowel. I only buy the little trays because if I get the big ones, I'll eat it.
My biggest downfall is Ferrero Rocher. I told her I've got a big tray of them on the top shelf of the kitchen cupboard where I can't reach them. If they're not easy access and I can't see them, there's less chance I'll eat them.
Tickle me, 63.
Line. Buckle me shoe. Me and thee. Down on your knees. Man alive. Tickle me.
Okay, Arthur.
And I love ice creams. I have to buy mini magnums instead of big ones because if I have one, I have to have two. That's the truth. It's just because they're there. She said she's the same. I told her she must never go shopping on an empty stomach because that's when you buy all the wrong things. She asked me what I liked about magnums. The chocolate melting. The gorgeous creamy ice cream inside. Doesn't matter what colour the chocolate is, they're all gorgeous. But after a few I feel sick and my face goes all, hyper. But at least they're gone, eaten, done, and I don't have to keep thinking about them.
Baker's bun, 61.
When I go out with my friend Yvonne, we won't come home without 2 cakes, could be 4, just depends. If there's 2 in a box, 2 different flavours. So we end up with 2 each. It's what friends do, isn't it? Tea and cake.
Yeah.
My favourite cake is carrot cake. A fruit cake, an homemade Victoria sponge. Ooh. Haven't done a lot of baking lately, but my daughter, she makes nice big cakes for when we all go out together. And trifle. I like to cut down on my portions a little bit then.
Use smaller plates. That's what I do.
That's a good point.
Pensioners' portions. Even though our bellies might be big, our stomachs are not.
We can all be a bit greedy, can't we?
I used to buy packets of biscuits every week and I ended up carrying so much weight. It was like having another person on top of me.
Wishful thinking, Arthur. Ooh.
Everybody's weight conscious, aren't they?
You have to be with all that rubbish they're selling these days. We didn't grow up with all these takeaways, TV dinners, fast food, so-called convenience food. Convenience,
Heaven's Gate, 78.
It's convenience if you don't want to be healthy.
Some of those convenience foods are okay. You can get some with less fats and less sugars in them, can't you?
But how do you know they're really healthy?
Because it says so on the box.
Oh, how convenient.
Oh, look.
Where? I can't see.
Yeah, I'll use this.
Ah, only 250 calories in every mouthful. Nice pictures though.
It always tastes better with nice packaging. You eat with your eyes, don't you?
Duck and Dive, 25.
Our mum used to work, look after us lot, clean the house, Didn't have all these appliances that do everything for you. And there was still always a pan of food on. Times have changed. Now, what would be convenient is instead of overeating, we froze some of the healthy food that we cook, so it's there when we're not in the mood for cooking. Or if our relatives did the same for us instead of bringing us sweets and chocolates all the time, or maybe we should get a rota going and take it in turns to cook for each other. It's a pain cooking for one every day. Now that would be convenient.
Now that's not a bad idea.
Will you go first then, Arthur?
Right, you're on. Better than eating alone, eh?
Number 3, cup of tea.
House, drama thingy next week then?
You never guess what I had for my tea last night, Bob.
Not that pilchard and mango curry again. Yuck.
Everybody pulls a face when they hear about it, but then, when they try it, they can't stop smiling.
Yeah, right. I'll have to take your word for it, Arthur. My dinner wasn't so great. My wife, she thinks I'm a god.
Why's that?
She's always giving me Bairns offerings.
Hello everyone, all ready for a bit of drama then? It's lovely to see you all here today. I'm going to start the session with some quotes from the questionnaires that we did, and then we'll probably look and do some improvisation. Is that okay? So the first quote. I used to eat quite a little bit of cake, a sweet after lunch and one after dinner. Now I just have fruit. I've stopped buying cake. I go past the cake aisle and I just say no. It's hard, but I know I've got to do it. My family used to bring me chocolates. I'd try not to open them, but once I did, they'd be gone and I'd have to eat them all. In the community centre, people bring cakes in just to get rid of them. I say no, no, no. After Christmas, it's horrendous. I was a cake and biscuit lover. I now look at the cake aisle and I say to myself, jog off. The change in diet has helped. It helped my mind as well. Now I'm constantly thinking, think healthy, think healthy. I'm having a fight with my brain and I win, whereas it used to win. Now I want you all to imagine that you're a cake in a cake aisle in a supermarket. Half of you will play the role of the cakes, and the other half of you will be customers who are trying to resist buying the cakes.
Have I got to be a cake now then?
Yeah, and we've got to start tempting.
What would the cakes say to the customers if they could speak?
Come over to aisle 3. We have a wide selection of cakes.
We have birthday cake, Slim and World cake.
Thank God it's Friday cake.
And he wasn't even worth a cake and a whole lot more.
You know you want me. Come and get me. Have you ever tasted me? No, it's about time you did. I'm very, very nice. I'm the most lovely, scrumptious thing you'll ever have. And I'm cheap. You don't know what you're missing. Come on, have a go.
Just talk, Luke Allison. Talk, Luke.
Come and get me. I'm even cheaper. 2 for 1 special offer. Just for today.
Oh,
Nice.
I'm only a creamy, jammy donut. Ooh. Look at the cream just oozing out.
Yes. Give us some of that.
oh, the cream. Now, go on.
Just bite down on me
Oh,
and
I
taste.
will, I will.
Taste me.
Oh, hello, honey. Are you having a bad day? Oh. I know. Take me home and have a cup of tea with me. You'll feel loads better. I'll take all your stresses away.
No, I'm on a diet.
Look at me. I'll weaken you.
You take me home and your families will really be pleased with you.
Oh, that nearly worked then. I was just about to reach out for it, but I can't. I'm not listening.
The next part of the workshop is about treats. I want you all to say what the word treats mean to you.
When I say I fancy a treat, I usually mean something sweet. When I give my grandchildren a treat, it's usually a quick fix, bribe or reward. Be good for Nanny and I'll get you some sweets. A treat for me would be to come in and my dinner would be there on the table.
A treat for me is going out for a meal. I like foreign food.
Yes, she eaten so much foreign food that she speak 10 different languages.
They eat healthy in those European countries. They seem to make more of meal times, all getting together, spending time together, talking to each other, instead of shoveling food in their faces in front of the TV.
At least that's the way it used to be. It's probably changing now. Obesity is on the rise in Europe, isn't it?
I'd say that a treat is a very pleasant thing. It can be anything from food to entertainment.
You can have carrot sticks for a treat. I know it might sound ridiculous, but they are actually a nice little nibble. When I think of a treat, I think about scenery and animals. I appreciate that side of life. Trees, birds singing and all that. But because everyone's so busy, we just forget to look. Sometimes the simple things in life are all around you all the time.
When I get up in the morning, I love to open the window and smell the fresh air. Fresh air is a lovely treat. Sometimes it's hard to get out into the fresh air. Must be hard for people who do not get out because they can't.
I have my treat every afternoon getting a bus into town or something like that. I go down to the docks, sometimes to the museum. Another treat for me is getting a visit for someone with or without sweets.
Would you all agree that a treat is something that makes you feel good? In the next part of the session, we're going to think about fruit and vegetables. And before we do that though, I'm going to read some more extracts from the interviews that we did. Have you seen the Food Channel number 42? People eating massive burgers. Like that. I can't understand how they eat these things. Now I see so many unhealthy kiddies. They're allowed to eat anything and everything. Junk food. I see kids coming out of school and getting chips and burgers. Then they go home for the tea. When we were kids, we'd be out there playing. Now kids seem to be eating all the time. One of the first things kids learn when they go to school is not to like vegetables. I don't like carrots, I don't like peas, I don't like anything on my plate that's good for me. Then they come home singing, McDonald's, McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut. When you're eating rubbish, you're feeding your face, you're definitely not feeding your body. That's not what your body would be asking for if it could decide what to eat. You've got to respect yourself and respect that beautiful machine that is your body. It's got you here through thick and thin. Spends all of its time making sure your heart is beating, despite all the rubbish you throw at it. Doing its best to fix what's broken. Waiting patiently for you to come to your senses. Always with your best interests at heart. But your face, that's another story. It says me, me, me. I, want. Chocolates, sweets, shoes, a swimming pool, a big house, money, more of everything. We're trained to be consumers, and junk can be so addictive. Now, if this food could talk, what sort of things would it say?
If you think about it, the first food that a baby's introduced to is bananas. Then they move on to crisps.
Aren't too many bananas meant to be bad for you?
Too much of anything is bad. It's bad for you. You need moderation in everything, a good balance.
Nuts. I love nuts with salad. You can sprinkle a few on your breakfast in the morning.
I just love getting a handful and sitting down and eating them. The cashew nuts are gorgeous in a chicken stir fry.
Tell you what I had the other day. Roasted broad beans. Really nice. You can roast every vegetable, can't you? I love roasted carrots with the edges, when the edges go all burnt, caramelised.
Apples are great. There's loads of different varieties and different flavours. You can eat them raw, cook them in a pie. They're handy to carry around with you for a snack. They're very versatile.
I love all the different colours you get from fruit and veg. Orange, greens.
The deep purples of aubergines and the deep blue blueberries.
Bright red tomatoes.
Gorgeous yellow peppers.
Orange carrots. Oh, I'm just imagining a plate full of vegetables now. A real feast for your eyes.
Oh yes. Now, have you ever seen anything more beautiful than a slice of red cabbage? I tell you, that's a treat.
Hi Bob, you're looking pleased with yourself today.
Oh aye, yeah. Arthur made me lunch.
That's nice. What did you have?
Pilchard and mango curry. You should really give it a go.
Maybe, one day. What's up with you, Sue?
I've had a doctor's appointment and I'm now officially obese. Oh, I hate that word obese. Sounds like I'm literally the size of a bus. My doctor, she's about the same size as me. You'd think she'd understand and know better, wouldn't you? Doesn't do anything for me confidence.
Oh, don't feel like that. Being obese doesn't make you feel less than a person, does it?
Absolutely not. No.
You're right.
I was talking about me weight to my sister. I really hate it when she says, "Don't worry about your size, Mark. You're beautiful inside." She is so patronising. I've always been much better looking than her.
Don't worry about that. You're always beautiful on the outside.
Yes, you are.
Less so on the inside, actually.
Arthur.
Well, there's nothing attractive about blood and guts, is there?
This is women's talk, Arthur.
Men have feelings too, remember. We have to put up with some very cruel jibes and pretend that we don't even feel a thing.
Yeah, that's true, that is.
I thought Johnny was coming down for this exercise class.
No, he said that he gets enough exercise walking to the pub and the betting shops. Keeps his brain active trying to pick up a winner.
Here goes.
Okay, what we need to do before we start though, we need to be sitting up nice and straight in the chairs, okay? And we need to have our backs off the chairs. Okay, this is going to be our resting position. The reason being it uses our stomach muscles, okay? Yeah? Any questions with that?
That's the core, isn't
That's
it?
the core, yes, or the abs, yeah? You'll have a
Okay.
six-pack in no time.
So
So we got any questions before we start?
We're going on the floor.
Not today, no. But maybe in the future, yes.
I'm a bit stiff, will it hurt?
At the start, it might feel a little bit stiff, but the further that we get into it, it's actually good for your joints to do the exercises, okay? Are we ready to go?
Yeah.
Sit up straight. All we're going to do first is a little march with our feet, so little toe taps. Yeah, that's it, good, huh? Okay, taps out to the side. You're going to go tap and in. Left and in. Be careful you're not standing on the person's toe next to you. Yeah, lovely. Good, keep it going.
this is the way that we learn to dance.
It is, yeah. Very good.
I'll be on footies by this time next week.
You might be on Strictly. Okay, as we're doing this, did you feel like your heart rate's increasing a little bit?
Oh yeah.
You're
that
warming
is.
up?
Oh yeah.
Okay. If you've got any layers, you can take them off as well, okay? That's it.
Well, leave it around. Be careful what you
Okay,
say,
this
John.
time we're going to tap our toes out in the front. Tap and in. Lovely.
We can feel a burn there,
That's
can't
it, in
you?
your toes, into your legs.
Yes.
You do there.
Have you got any pain there at the back? Are you okay?
Big pain over there.
Okay, lift your knees up this time. Lift knee up. Lovely, looking good. Okay. So it's going to be punches forward and in. Forward and in. Okay, is that alright?
Change. What does the word change conjure up in your mind?
A bit more energy would do me. I'd rather sit and read a book than do anything else these days.
I think the big change comes when you retire. When people retire, their life changes completely. Some people become happier, some people find it hard. It was difficult in the first few years.
You miss work when you first give up. You miss the people. After a certain time, you become acclimatised to the change and you decide what to do with your day.
When you retire from work, didn't you think, how the heck did I have time to go and work? Because my days were still full.
I used to go out a lot. I used to go to plays. I used to go to football. I still play bowls. I can't do as much as I used to do now. That's because of the condition of my body itself. That's just the way things are at the moment. I can't expect life to carry on the same when you get older. Things change.
Do you know what? There's privilege in being able to make changes. It's a privilege to have the freedom and the opportunity to change. To know that you have the power to direct your life and the chance to try out a new way to do things.
If only we understood back then what we know now. There comes a time in life when changes just happen and all you can do is adapt to them.
If it's in your mind that you want to change, then you'll change.
So you have to change your mind first.
I always used to be thin. When I got ill, I just puffed out with all the steroids. It was hard for me to get used to. When I looked in the mirror and saw my big balloon face, I fell into a big depression. I just lie in my bed stuffing myself. I didn't know what else to do. I couldn't move around because I was in so much pain. And one day I saw an advert about aqua running and thought, there's something I could do to help myself. Thought the water could support me and stop my body from hurting so much. I started to go. It was amazing in the water. I felt free, it felt lovely, and it helped me to lose some weight.
Aqua running? You must burn a lot of calorie doing that.
Oh, you do. You can't lose too much weight through exercise though. I mean, you're not really going to burn off a couple of stones. But it gave me a good mental attitude and it gives me more energy, puts me in a better frame of mind. And that in itself has a big effect on me. It's the mental side of things. Sometimes that's more important than the physical.
I see what you're saying there. Your mental state really does affect your diet, doesn't it? I mean, I definitely eat worse when I'm stressed or bored or fed up.
I eat less when I'm knitting because my mind and my hands are busy.
When I think of change, I think of growing. Then I think of the roots. If you give them the care they need, you get so much more in return. I had allotments for 3 years, grew all my own potatoes, veggies, carrots. I had so much, I used to give it away. It was good to be getting out instead of sitting in the flat. But I had to stop going because it was too difficult for me to get over the rotten boards to get access to my patch.
Roots. What if your body is the root that feeds your mind?
What did you put in that coriander?
That's an incredible thought, Bob. What if your body was the root that helped your mind to grow? Would you make sure that it was well nourished?
I'd give it more water, that's for sure. How many litres are we supposed to have a day? 2 litres? Half a gallon? I have nowhere near that.
I'd make sure I was planting at a good place. Somewhere where I could catch the sun when it's shining.
When I think of change, I think about nature. Nature's inspiring. We move from night to day and day to night, from rain to sunshine. It's all about cycles changing and stages of seasons and life. Everything in constant motion, always in transition.